Catholic school boy.
Hello mga convincers at welcome sa Usapang Pera Live at ngayon po ay napaka-excited ko talaga kasi napaka-espesyal ng ating bisita at ng mga topics ngayong araw na ito. Oh, I'm so sorry. I should be speaking in English because my guest today is an American. Di ba? Okay, so for this episode of Usapang Pera, what are we going to talk about? We're going to talk about the cooperatives versus the stock market. Okay, and aside from that, we are also going to talk about we will teach my guest how some Filipino words, Mura, katamtaman, at mahal. Okay, and of course, the last one is I'll also be teaching our guest on how to make good price comparisons for products and services that he or she, any one of us could buy. No, what should we do if we are going to analyze products and services if we buy them? Okay, so as I mentioned to you, I'm very, very excited because my guest for today is someone very, very dear to our hearts. No, I think for a good 6 or 7 years, he was the baby in the family. And so I'd like to introduce to you my very, very handsome na pamangkin. Ayan. Hello. What time is it? Can you introduce yourself? What's your name?
My name is Eric, and I'm 11 years old.
I'm
in 6th grade.
Oh, you're in 6th grade. And where are you located now?
I'm in the U.S.
Okay, you're in the U.S. And we're doing this Usapang Pera Live with you because we want to also teach kids how to handle money.
Okay.
Okay, right. How does that make feel you? How does it make you feel?
I'm not sure.
You're not sure.
I've never
Okay.
really handled money before.
Yeah, because I think even at an early age, you should already know how to handle money because it's an important thing that we should know, although not the most important one. Okay, so let me just run through first the topics that we are going to discuss today with you. So the first topic is about versus the Philippine Stock Exchange Index. Okay, and with this one, I'm going to talk about. I'll be teaching you how we define cooperatives and the stock market. Oh my God, my English is so bad. It's so difficult to speak in straight English. Anyway, nakakaintindi ka ba ng Filipino?
Yeah, a little bit.
Oh yeah, a little bit. Pero hindi ka nakakasalita.
No, I don't know how to speak it at all.
No, of course you can. I'll teach you later, okay? And that's one of the reasons why I also wanted to do this, to teach you some Filipino words, okay? So we'll be defining cooperatives and the Philippine Stock Exchange Index, and I'll also be teaching you about socially responsible investments. And then for the second topic, we will be talking about Filipino words, mura, katamtaman, and mahal. So I'll be teaching you these words and you are going to be up for a challenge with this one later. No? So we'll be defining mura, katamtaman, and mahal. And we are all going to use these Filipino words in sentences, in Filipino, okay? So that you will learn how to speak Filipino. And the last topic is about price comparison. So the price comparison would be how to define quality standards and then learn about the value, learn about value for money. So that's what I will be teaching you this morning, okay? Well, evening in your case. So, but first, Eric, because we are live in in a lot of social media channels, we have viewers from around the world, and we typically do an attendance check, okay? And for the attendance check, we ask our viewers to write down which city or province or country they come from, and then they just tell us their favorite animal. So it's some sort of an icebreaker, okay? So I will be posting some of their responses here, and you also try to greet them, okay?
Okay.
Okay, so this one.
Hello, Yana, Josh.
And how about this one? No. This one.
Lilian Acaxio. Sorry. I can't
Yeah. Lalaine is watching from
Canada.
Canada. How about this one?
Teresa Roja
Yes.
from Hong Kong.
Yes. Okay. How about this one?
Leela,
Uh-huh.
coming from Vancouver, Canada.
Wow. So really a lot of people are watching you right now. I think they're excited. How about this one?
Macari from the Philippines in Bulacan.
Yes, in Bulacan. Okay. How about this one?
Ella Rosales, watching from Bohol, Philippines.
Yes, she's watching from Bohol, Philippines. And what's her favorite animal?
A pig.
A pig. And me, my favorite animal is this one. Do you miss him? Do you miss
Yeah.
Milo?
He looks
Yeah.
so much different from last time.
Yeah, because he was freshly groomed last time. So now he's grown some hair. Okay, so there's 262 of viewers we have right now. I think that's a very good number to begin with because it's morning here in Asia right now. Not a lot of people are already awake because it's also a Sunday, you know. Okay, so let's begin our discussion, Eric. No, I'll show you something. Let me put it this way. Okay, so let me show you this, okay? So we will be talking about cooperatives versus Filipino stock exchange, okay? So as I mentioned a while ago, we will be, these are the things that we're going to do with this one. So we will have a interpretation for a graph, so I'll show you that later. And then we will define cooperatives and the Philippine Stock Exchange Index or the stock market and talk about socially responsible investment. So are you ready for our lesson today?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, let's try that. Okay. So this is the graph. Can you see the graph or is it too small for you?
I can see it.
Okay, so you can see it. So this is the graph, and you will observe here that the blue line is called PSEI. That's a Philippine Stock Exchange, and then the orange line is the cooperative. Okay, so take a look at this. Take a look at that more clearly. So I'll give you some time to take a look at it. Okay, and then if you could kindly answer or give your observations, okay? So can you compare the gap between the co-op and PSEI in year 2000, in year 05 or 2005, which is here. Compare the gap between PSEI and co-op in this period. So in this period, can you see it?
Yeah, I can see it.
Yeah. Okay. What's the gap like here?
They're both equal in money.
They're both equal. Very good. Oh my God, I'm so proud to be your tito and ninong also, di ba? Okay. So that's in 2005 when we started the graph. Okay. How about in 2020? Can you take a look at the difference?
The co-op gained
Here.
in the Philippine Stock Exchange.
Exchange. So the co-ops earned more money compared to the Philippine Stock Exchange. That is correct. Okay, and is it wider or narrower, or what is it?
It's wider.
It's wider. Okay, so very good. So what we've seen here is that the co-op line is far higher compared to the PSEI line in 2020. Okay, so that's what we've seen here. How about slope? Can you describe the slope of the co-op line first?
The co-op line is like more smooth
It's
and not
smooth.
bumpy.
Okay, it's smooth and not bumpy. Wow, that's very good descriptions. Okay, so the co-op line. So here is actually the co-op line is far higher than compared to the. Oh my God, I'm okay. Okay, the co-op line is in a steady slope. As you mentioned a while ago, it's less bumpy, it's smoother, okay? So that's a very good observation. How about the Philippine Stock Exchange line? Can you describe the slope?
It goes up and down, it's bumpy, and it doesn't really like even out.
Yeah, so it doesn't even out. It goes up and down. It's bumpy. Okay. And really, really very good observation. So the PSEI line goes up and down. So that's a very, very good observations. Okay. If we take a look at this, no, so what we've just done, Eric, is to describe what we saw in the graph. Now, we would like to try and think deeper and make an analysis out of it, right? So we are now going to make an analysis of the graph, okay? So for the co-op line, so when we said the co-op line is far higher compared to the PSEI line, what we actually showed you is that at the beginning, in 2005, we put 1 million pesos for both co-op investment and PSEI investment. Okay, and then in 2020, and then we just leave money there, let it grow, and at the end of by 2020, what happened is the 1 million from co-op became 6.77 million in 2020, and then the 1 million for the what you call this, for the 1 million for the PSEI actually became 3.41 million pesos. So what can you observe with that? Which figures are higher compared to the beginning point?
The co-op seems more benefiting than PSEI.
Yes, no, that is correct. Okay, so that's actually the interpretation of that. So the co-op is more profitable than the PSEI. Oh my God, you're so talino. Do you know what talino means?
No.
No, intelligent. Okay, and then what the co-op line, a steady slope means is that the co-op investment is stable and consistent. So it's growing smoothly, predictably, and consistently. Okay, as compared to the PSEI line, which goes up and down. So what can you infer from that? If a smooth line, a steady slope, would mean a stable and consistent investment, how about a bumpy up and down line? What could you infer with that?
It's unstable and unpredictable.
Yes, it's unstable and unpredictable. So that's our analysis and interpretation of these ones. Okay, so with simple graph, we were able to learn about cooperatives and the Philippine Stock Exchange Index, or the stock market. Okay, so let's compare the co-ops or the cooperative and versus the corporations. Okay, so for the cooperative is actually composed of members that share the same interest. Okay, so they're a group of people that band together, sharing the same interest. So some cooperatives are composed of farmers, fishermen. Some cooperatives are composed of teachers, and even as also there are cooperatives that are composed of persons with disabilities or LGBT community. No, so these are that's a composition of a cooperative, and then they have social, economic, and cultural objectives. So what can you understand when we say social objectives?
Um, it's like a group of people's objective and not just one single person.
Uh-huh. Yeah, that's correct. No, so what we mean by that is we take care of the community, and when we make financial decisions, we have to make sure that it contributes to poverty eradication and to equitable wealth, no, to everyone. That's what we call socially responsible. Okay, is that clear? Yeah. And how about economic objectives? What can you understand by economic objectives?
Uh, like you have, mm, like you have to reach like a money goal.
Mm-hmm. Yes, correct. So economic objectives would mean accumulation of wealth, having more profitability, and having more efficiency, things like that. Okay? So all good for now, no? So now what I'd also like to show you is this one, ano? So the corporations, on the other hand, they are composed of individual investors. So if you compare that with the cooperative, what's the difference? So the first one, yes.
Never mind.
No, go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say that the cooperative is like a community.
Yes.
And corporations is like companies, maybe.
Yeah, it's companies, and usually it's single investor. So they're usually more individualistic, while the other one is more communal or in a society. Okay, so that's the cooperative part. Okay, and also for corporations, the focus is profit. Okay, Eric, is profit good or bad?
It's good because you're gaining money.
Yes, it's good because you're gaining money, but when you earn money, it should be responsible, okay? When you earn money, it shouldn't be at the expense of others, and when you earn money, it also should destroy the environment, okay? Is that a good way of putting it? So earning money is good, but has to be socially responsible and environment friendly. Okay, so let's also take a look at this one. So in a cooperative, what they do there usually is to provide capital to farmers and micro enterprises, and also give stable and secure employment. What do you think of that?
I'm not sure though. It seems more secure.
Yeah.
It's
So
only, I think it's like more centralized in farmers.
yeah.
And
So, because usually here, Eric, in the Philippines, the farmers are usually the low-income households. Okay. So when you provide capital or money so that they could start their business or their farm, you're helping them, right? Correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, okay. So that's at least we're on the same page with that. And they give stable and secure employment to their employees. So when for example, I become an employee of the cooperative, they give me the full benefits and they give me tenure, which means that I have job security. Is job security important?
Yeah. It
Yeah. What do you know about job security?
um it causes you to have a higher chance of keeping your job and not just
Uh-huh.
immediately being kicked out.
Yes, that's good. So you are very correct with that one. Okay. So, and in contrast, some corporations in the Philippine Stock Exchange do these things. Okay. So they do what we call contractual employment. No, what does that mean? Contractual employment means that when a person goes to work for this corporation, after 6 months or before 6 months, they immediately lose their job. What do you think of that?
Um, um, they would be unemployed and they wouldn't get any
Yes.
money.
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
So, is that good or bad?
That's bad.
Yes, it's bad. Okay. And also, some corporations, they also destroy the environment, no? Especially for those corporations listed in the stock exchange that are into mining and things like that, or are not doing very environment friendly activities. Okay. And also, the priority for corporations is profit. Okay, so do you think it's right that profit should be the priority?
No, because then they wouldn't care about anything except the money.
Yes, and is that good?
No.
No, right? So what should come first before
Uh,
money?
your employees, if your like job is like good for the environment.
Yes, so it should be people first. Okay, people first before money. Okay. Okay. So given that, Eric, no, let me show you again this graph, no, for your benefit. So given that, now that you know the background between cooperative and the stock market, my question to you is, where will you put your money?
I would put it in co-op because first
Uh-huh.
of all, you gain more money
Yes.
and you also benefit others.
Yes.
That
Okay. But it should be the other way around. Okay. First of all, it benefits a lot of people and then we earn money. Okay. Right. So, how much money do you have now that you will invest in co ops?
uh, right now I only have $170.
You have $170. And where did you get that $170? Did you
Uh,
work for it?
no, for Christmas
Oh,
from
you got it for Christmas. And where is it placed now?
somewhere not hidden.
Somewhere not hidden. And why is that somewhere not hidden?
I don't know what's a safe place to put it.
Yeah, so a safe place to put it, Eric, is actually in a bank account. So your assignment is to ask your mommy to bring you to the bank and open a bank account for you, okay, under your name.
Okay.
Okay, so that's our agreement, huh? So, very, very, very good for our first topic. And it's true that we should be investing in cooperatives. And of course, my tagline as always, ang pagyaman na pag-aaralan at napagtutulungan. Can you try saying that?
Ang pagyaman nagpag-aralan at napagtutulungan.
Yay! Very good. At least you know how to read Filipino, and you're actually pronouncing it very good. So keep up the good work. Okay, so now we will move on to the use of Filipino words, mura, katamtaman, or mahal. Okay, so mura, katamtaman, or mahal. So what we will do here is I'll be explaining to you and defining mura, katamtaman, and mahal, and then use these Filipino words in sentences. Okay, so let's begin with this, mura. Okay, mura. Do you know? Do you know what mura means?
No, I don't.
No. Okay. So mura actually means that. Let me show you. Mura means it is cheap or inexpensive. No. So that's one definition of mura. Okay, can you show me, can you tell me anything that you bought the last month or something that you bought mura or cheap?
Wait, I have to say it in Filipino.
No, not really, not in Filipino. In English is okay.
Okay. I bought cheap. Wait. I bought a cheap meal at McDonald's.
Oh, okay. So McDonald's meal is mura. Okay, yes. But you know what, Eric? Mura also means another thing, no? In Filipino. Aside from it meaning cheap or inexpensive, it's actually also curse or swear words. Okay? So when you say bad words, that's also mura. Isn't that fun? So it's like when you're saying bad things, that's cheap. Something like that, right? So cheap or inexpensive, we call that mura, and curse or swear words are also called mura. Of course, we're going to focus on cheap and inexpensive. Okay, so if you take a look at this, Eric, well, can you use now mura in a sentence? Use mura in a sentence. So you said a while ago that McDonald's is mura, right?
Yeah.
Yes. So can you say that in Filipino?
McDonald's.
Ang McDonald's
Ang McDonald's mura.
ay mura.
Ay mura. Ang
Yes.
McDonald's ay mura.
Yeah. So actually, what did you buy in McDonald's?
Oh.
That's the Happy Meal?
No, I just got French fries.
French fries. Oh, ang McDonald's French fries ay mura. Can you say that again?
Ang McDonald's French fries ay mura.
Okay. So when we go shopping for clothes and you are with me, what prices are you going to look at?
Mura.
Use the word. Use the word that I just taught you.
Mura price.
Mura.
Mura.
No, I'm just kidding. Okay, I was just trying to tease you that when we go shopping together, you choose the mura, huh? No, I'm just kidding. Okay, so the other word that I'd like to introduce to you is a bit more challenging. So no, it's not challenging. This one, the opposite of mura is
Mahal.
yes, mahal. And what does mahal mean, no? Mahal means it's expensive. Diba? Expensive. Mahal. So can you identify anything in your house that's expensive?
This computer.
Okay, this the computer, no, is expensive. So that's one that's expensive. But also, interestingly, Eric, mahal also means beloved or loved one or just simply love.
I
So it
knew
has
mahal meant that, and I was
yes.
confused for a little bit, but
Yes. So, so mahal is actually it could mean expensive, and it could also mean love, beloved, or loved one. Okay, like I always tell you, right? Mahal kita. What does that mean?
I love you.
Yes, okay. Right. So let's now try to use mahal in a sentence, meaning expensive. Okay. So you mentioned a while ago that the computer is expensive. So can you say that in Filipino?
Mahal ng
Nang?
computer.
Yes, very good. So just be more confident when you say it. Uh, you think it first, construct the sentence in your head before you say it, so that when you say it, it's more straight and you sound more confident, right? So you say in your head first, ang mahal ng computer. Okay, now you're ready. You say it, ang mahal ng computer. Then you sound more confident, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's okay to pause and think it through and then say what you want.
Okay.
Okay, are you learning a lot? I
Yeah.
hope you are. Okay, so mahal. Okay, now let's go to this more challenging word, katamtaman. Okay, so what does katamtaman mean? So katamtaman means moderate or medium, okay? And modest. So moderate, medium, modest. That is what katamtaman means, okay? So anything in the house that you think is katamtaman?
Um,
Okay,
my
sorry,
my dining room table.
your dining room table is katamtaman, okay? Can you say katamtaman?
Katamtaman.
Yes, okay. Another one, katamtaman.
Katamtaman.
Very good. Okay. So it's moderate, it's medium, it's modest. So can you compare mura, mahal, and katamtaman?
Katam katamtaman is
Uh-huh.
it's not cheap, too cheap or
Mhm.
too expensive. It's like in the middle.
Yes, very good. You're really, really learning fast. So katamtaman. Okay. So you also say, my body, Tito Yang's body is katamtaman. Correct? So you can also say to mommy, if mommy is not getting fat, you tell her, mommy, your body is katamtaman.
Okay.
Okay, and then how about this, Eric? When you eat, what should you have? Mura, mahal, or katamtaman in terms of volume?
Mura.
Mura, in terms of volume, it should be katamtaman, right? You eat a amount of food that's just enough, not too much because you'll get fat, or too small and you will be malnourished. Okay, so those are the words that I introduced to you today. So I hope that you learned a lot from those, no? So katamtaman, we've already used that. So can you use katamtaman with your dining table?
Uh, dining room table. I katamtaman.
Yes, okay. So now can you repeat it with more confidence?
Dining room table. I katamtaman.
Yes, very good. Yay! You see, Filipino is not really very difficult to learn. You just have to try to speak it out. And when you listen, you try to also respond in Filipino. And it's okay to commit mistakes. Actually, that's for us, that's very endearing, you know? And my wish really, Eric, is that when you grow, that you would be able to speak Filipino fluently because it's a really, really rich and very good culture and language. Okay, so now let's go to our, of course, when we end our topic, we say this.
Ang pagyaman na pag-aaralan at tutulungan.
Yes, do you know what that means?
I only know. No, I don't think so.
You just try what you know. You only know what?
Aralan, I think that's like learning.
Yes. How about tulong?
Helping.
Yes. Okay. And how about yaman?
I'm not sure what that
Oh,
means.
you're not sure. Yaman is to be wealthy or to be rich. So what we're saying here is being rich or wealthy could be learned, and we could help each other to be wealthy and be rich. That's what we're saying.
Oh.
Oh, it sounds faster in Filipino, no, compared to English. Okay, so now let's go to our next topic, which is price comparison. Okay, so we're now going to do price comparison, and what we are going to use here is we are going to define quality standards when we choose our products, no, that we are going to buy, and learn about the value of money. Okay, so I'll show you, Eric, this one. Wait. Okay, I'll show you. Okay, first, this one for COVID-19. Do you know what COVID-19 is?
Yeah, it's the
Yeah.
pandemic that's going on right now.
Yeah, that's going on right now. And what has it cost?
Like lives or money.
Yes, it's lives and money, right? So a lot of people lost their jobs, and a lot of people also got sick, and they died. And that's why Mama and Papa couldn't actually go to the US. I'm actually prohibiting them from going to the US because of COVID-19. It's so bad there in the US, don't you think?
Yeah.
Yeah, it
People
is.
going out without masks.
Right, yeah. So can you tell me who this is?
That's my mom.
That's your mom. And what's the sticker on her shirt?
I got vaccinated
Yeah, so she got vaccinated. And why did she get vaccinated?
because my mom's a nurse and she works on
Your
the COVID floor, I think.
Yeah, so your mom's a nurse and she works in a COVID floor. So what does that mean? Is she more at risk or less at risk in terms of getting COVID-19?
She's in a higher chance of getting
Yes, yeah. So she's in a higher risk, and that's why she was prioritized to get the vaccine. Okay. So now, Eric, what I'd like to show you is this one. Okay. Um, we have here in the Philippines. Sorry. Let me explain these concepts to you first. So for COVID-19 vaccines, we have we have to take a look at their efficacy rate. Okay, so efficacy rate is actually how effective the vaccine is in terms of fighting or preventing the virus. Okay, and then we also have delivery and logistics. So that means how easy or difficult it is to transport the vaccine, because you have to really take care of it because they're fragile, right? And then we also have to take a look at their price. Okay, so when we take a look at the COVID-19 vaccines, we take a look at their quality, which is the efficacy rate, and the compliance to rules that they followed the right steps in creating the vaccine, that to make sure that it's safe. Okay, and then we also take a look at the delivery and logistics. So we have to choose the one that's easiest to transport and to facilitate. And after that, so we've seen the quality, the delivery. After that, we take a look at the price. Okay, so that's how we should be evaluating when we are buying products, especially ticket items. Okay, so let's compare the performance of different vaccines. So let me show you this one. Okay, so we have three vaccines here. No, we have the Pfizer vaccine, we have the AstraZeneca vaccine, and we have the Sinovac vaccine. Have you heard of these vaccines before, Eric?
I've only heard of Pfizer, but the
You've
rest.
only Okay, so you've only heard of Pfizer. So first, I'd like to show you the efficacy rate or the effectiveness, right? So the efficacy rate of Pfizer is 95%. Is that high or is that low?
It's high, but there's a small chance that it might not work.
Yes, a very small chance, 5%, because vaccines are actually not 100% effective, right? So it's not perfect. So 95%. How about AstraZeneca?
It's 90%.
It's 90%. Yeah, so which one is better in terms of this?
Pfizer has a better chance of working.
Yes, so Pfizer has a better chance of working. How about Sinovac?
Sinovac has a 50% or lower.
Or
chance of
higher?
working.
This is greater than.
What did you say? You cut out.
It's greater than, so it's greater than 50%.
Oh, I thought it was less than.
Yeah. So if you compare these three, Pfizer, AstraZeneca, and Sinovac, which has the least efficacy rate?
Sinovac.
Yes, Sinovac. So if let's pretend that mommy has not yet been vaccinated, which one would you like for mommy to have?
The Pfizer.
The Pfizer one, right? Because it is 95% efficacy rate. For you, how about you? What do you want to be injected to you if you're going to get the vaccine?
I would want Pfizer as well.
You also would want the Pfizer. Of course, we want to have the highest quality, right? So, but of course, when we buy things, we don't just take a look at quality. We have to take a look at quality, delivery, and then the price. So this is quality standard. And then we're also going to take a look at another quality standard, which is compliance. So compliance for vaccines, Eric, is very, very important because we have to make sure that the vaccines are manufactured following rigid clinical trials and transparent reviews, okay? That means that when I'm the one making the vaccine, I can show the data to a lot of people to check whether what I'm doing is really correct or accurate, okay?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
understand.
You understood that. Okay. So for Pfizer, what we found out so far is that it is transparent in terms of its studies and its manufacturing. Okay. For AstraZeneca, it's
Transparent.
also Yes, it's also transparent. How about for Sinovac?
Less than transparent.
Yeah, it's less transparent. So if you take a look at this, which vaccines would you go for?
Wait, I have a question. What
Yeah,
is the
go ahead.
transparent? Yeah. What does
What?
transparent mean?
Transparent. Yeah, transparent means that I'm willingly and voluntarily giving information as to how I manufacture the vaccine and as to how I conducted the clinical trials, so that we are sure that what I'm doing is correct.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah.
I would
Okay.
choose Pfizer or AstraZeneca.
Yes, so you could go either Pfizer or AstraZeneca. Yay, very good. Okay. Now, in terms of delivery, okay, this now it complicates some things a bit, no? For Pfizer, it needs to be stored in minus 70 degrees Celsius. So maybe that's, I don't know, in Fahrenheit. Can you convert it? Because
I
I
know
forgot.
that's freezing, but I don't know.
Yes, it's below freezing, right? And because of that, there has to be a special refrigeration facility and logistics that needs to be in place to bring the vaccine from the laboratory going to the people, right? Yeah. Okay. And then for AstraZeneca, it's 2 degrees, no? 2 degrees centigrade to 8 degrees centigrade. So it only needs normal refrigeration. Okay, and for Sinovac, it's also 2 degrees to 8 degrees centigrade and would also need normal refrigeration. So if we only, okay, Eric, if we only take a look at the delivery and logistics side, which vaccine would you choose?
AstraZeneca or Sinovac?
Yes, correct. So it's AstraZeneca and Sinovac. So here, now you have like a bit of a dilemma already, right? We've learned a while ago that Pfizer is very good in terms of efficacy and compliance, but it has a challenge in terms of logistics. While for AstraZeneca, it's 5% below the efficacy rate of Pfizer, but it's easier to transport. While for Sinovac, it's far from being effective compared to Pfizer and AstraZeneca, but it's also easy to transport. So now, when you take a look at it, it becomes more complicated, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm going to teach you how to analyze that later. So now, go to the last part, which is the price. Pfizer is sold here or will be sold here in the Philippines at 2,379 pesos. For AstraZeneca, how much?
610 pesos.
Yes. For Sinovac?
Wait, it's loading. 3,629 pesos.
Yes. So based on the price alone, which one are you going to choose?
AstraZeneca.
Yes, very good, AstraZeneca. Okay. So if we take a look at these vaccines, we're now going to compare these vaccines, Eric. So Pfizer, AstraZeneca, and Sinovac. So put all of the things that we did a while ago. So for efficacy, this is the result. Who is the winner for efficacy?
Pfizer.
Pfizer. And for compliance?
Pfizer and AstraZeneca.
Yes. And then for delivery?
AstraZeneca and Sinovac.
Yes. And then for price?
AstraZeneca.
Okay, so we've taken a look at it this way, no? That's one way of analyzing it. Now we can also take a look at this way, no? For AstraZeneca, for Pfizer, and for Sinovac. So putting all of this together, Eric, no, which one do you think will you get value for money, where you will still get a good efficacy rate and easy transportation and Mura? Which one?
AstraZeneca would
Yay! Oh my God, you are so talino. Congratulations. So correct. It's really the AstraZeneca because although it's only 5% below the efficacy rate of Pfizer, it's easier to transport and they're transparent. They've complied with the regulations. And just take a look at the price. It's the price is huge. The price difference is huge, correct?
Yeah.
Yes. Now, here is the controversial part, Eric. I'd like to show you a controversial part with this one, okay? So, we said that AstraZeneca is the best here, no? Based on quality, delivery, and price. But guess what? From that, which one is the worst?
Sinovac.
Sinovac. Why?
It costs a lot, and the efficacy rate is not very high.
Yeah.
So, like,
Right. So I'm so proud. I'm so proud that you're able to analyze this. Now, Eric, if you take a look at that, this is what the Philippine government decided. Guess which one? What should the Philippine government buy to get value for money? Pfizer, AstraZeneca, or Sinovac?
wait, are you asking like which would cost more or less?
Cost less and more effective.
Oh, yeah.
best.
AstraZeneca.
Yes, right, no? And what should be the last one to buy?
Sinovac.
Sinovac. But what can you think? What do you think of this? The Philippine government actually chose to buy Sinovac first. What do you think of that?
I'm confused. Why would they buy that?
Right, it's really confusing, right? So you see, that's the difference between the real world and when we do scientific analysis, logical thinking, and compare it with politics. Because sometimes when politics come in the way and there is corruption, the tendency is they would go into the less effective and more expensive ones. So why do you think they should they want to get the more expensive vaccine? Can you think of a reason why?
Maybe like they support the people who made it.
Yes. And yes, well, because it's they're saying that the manufacturers of Sinovac are our friends. That's why we have to buy it from them, even though it's more expensive and less effective. Is that a good way of deciding for the Philippines?
I mean, it's benefiting them, but it's like it might not help the Philippines.
Right. And which should come first? If you are an elected official, if you work for the government, who should come first? You or the people?
The people.
The people, of course, right? So very good. I know I'm so happy that you're learning a lot. Now, here's another controversial information for you, Eric. So Sinovac, remember? That's what the Philippines chose. So what I did was to compare the price of Sinovac in different countries. And this is what I found out. So I compared Sinovac coming from the Philippines, Indonesia, and India. Do you know these countries?
Yeah, I've heard of them.
Yeah, you've heard of them. Have you been there? In these
No.
countries? No, yeah, maybe one of these days we'll go there, right? So for the Philippines, it's 3,629 pesos, right? Can you guess how much the same product, Sinovac, is sold in Indonesia and India? Can you guess?
Is it cheaper? Mura?
Yeah, wow. We're so happy. I'm so happy you're using the word mura. Yes, you know what? It's so sad because that's what I found out. I searched, and what I found out is 3,629 Sinovac sold in the Philippines, but in Indonesia and in India, that's the price.
That's so much lower.
Yes, it's so much lower. It's actually 5 times lower. Oh my God. So what do you think of that, Eric?
Um, I mean, it's the same product, but maybe like they think they can make money off of the Philippines. So
Yeah,
they
and is that good?
no.
No, correct. So, Eric, when you grow up, and if you become elected a government official or you work for a company, I hope that you don't do the same thing that the Philippine government is doing, okay?
Okay.
Okay. And you also have to tell Papa about this. Correct?
Why?
Why? Because Papa. No, I'll just discuss it with you privately. Okay. So that's the end of our third topic. Ow! Okay, that's the end of our third topic. And what should we say? Ang pagyaman na pag-aaralan at napagtutulungan. Yan. Okay. So very good. So I hope that you really learned a lot, no, from this episode. But there's someone who would like to greet you, and he's going to sit beside me now. Just going to say hello there. Hey. Hi. Okay, what's going to happen in 2 days, Eric?
Oh yeah, Papa's birthday.
Yeah. So what are you going to tell him?
Happy birthday.
Thank you. Do you know how old Papa is? Oh.
68 or 7.
No, he is 70 years old. Very old. Yes. Ganito ka pa. Ayan. Look at, ayun, oh, di ba? So, Eric, this is going to be your future face. Do you accept it? You will look this way too? Yes. As if you have a choice, okay? So, Eric, thank you very much. It's been wonderful having you in Usapang Pera. And I hope that a lot of people would use this video to teach their kids who live in Germany, who live in France, who live in Tokyo, or in the US, in Canada, to learn more about money management, the context of the Philippines, and also some Filipino cultural things. So, can you tell me how your experience is so far?
I learned about the COVID vaccines.
Yes.
I learned Filipino words.
Uh-huh.
And I learned some financial things.
Yes. Yeah. So which are you going to choose again when you invest? Corporation or cooperative?
Cooperative.
Cooperative. Very good. Okay. And do you have any message for those who are viewing us right now?
I don't know.
You don't know? You don't know. Okay. So anyway, thank you very much again. And I really, really miss you already. It's been like, yeah, it's this COVID-19 is really bad, okay? Hopefully we all get the vaccine and this all will stop and we could travel together again. Yeah. Okay. Thank you very much, Eric. And as we say, ang pagyaman
Uh,
na na pag-aaralan at
yeah.
napagtutulungan.
I
Okay.
usually read off of it.
Yeah, so you wait. So the next time that you're going to be my guest again, you have to know how to pronounce that. So you practice that. So you have two assignments. One is to open a bank account and the second one is to practice saying ang pagyaman na pag-aaralan at napagtutulungan. Okay? Okay, thank you very much, Eric, and I love you. Bye.